Here we go. My name's Millions. It's a seriously podcast.
My name Darryl. That's my other brother Darryl.
Back with another episode of the Seriously Podcast. Millions, by the way. We got RH to the left. We got the lovely LaToya Wiley on my right, sitting in with us. The author of this new book, The Hand and the Wig.
The Hand I was the.
Thank you. I'm in public school, so. I went to public school, so let's get my grammatical error. But
you wrote this book?
Yes, I did. I wrote this book.
Yeah, she's the author.
Is it based on a true story?
Somewhat,
loosely
yes.
Based on a true story.
Yes.
You got people in there that you don't want to incriminate.
Well, I'm not incriminating anyway.
No, she don't want to pay them. That's what it is. They blow up, they go with a check.
How I want to protect somebody? How can we want to protect someone's image?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I won't want
But
to
you
pay
change their names anyway.
Make sure you change the names. But about the book, before the book, how long you been writing?
Honestly, before the book, I really wasn't writing. It just came. I just like telling stories, and I'm real creative. But I wasn't like a writer before the story, before the book. It was just like this started off as a college paper, and my professor wouldn't take it. So I was like, well, let me just keep going.
Why you wouldn't take it?
I guess it was too good for him.
Oh, he was.
It was exactly. It was too good for him. You know, the first few pages.
He was like,
well, the first few pages is not what the first few pages are now. First few pages are probably like chapter 2. So you were just like, nah, I'm not going to take that. I'm going to let you do this time and over. So, I mean, I was like, you know what? I think it's a great story. I'm going to keep going with it. Then I got a book.
Can you give us a brief summary of the book?
Yes, the book is basically about a couple who go from Philly, who go from rags to riches. And while they're in the entertainment business, they deal with so much like fame, money, and groupies. And they both have to overcome these things, and they're forced to like play the hands that both of them was dealt in life. Which they both come from Philly. But although they're from the hood, they're raised differently. You see what I'm saying? They have like different upbringings. So in the book, you'll just see like how our upbringings basically reflects us on how we act towards people. Like our actions, people blame us for so many things, but sometimes we aren't taught certain things. So we don't know how to act. We don't know what to do in certain situations. You take a person that was always poor, and you give them everything that they could ever want, all the money in the world. You don't know. They might act the fool with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Really not know what to do, because none of us, I don't know if I speak for everyone, but I wasn't trained on how to have an account with $45 million in there, and everyone's telling me yes, no one's going to tell me no. I don't know how to act with that power, with that much power. You know what I'm saying? So not no more, but you know what I'm saying? Like those things we aren't taught when we come out the room. We probably taught like how to brush your teeth, how to make meals last for a week, certain things like that. So you just see what they go through, because I meet a lot of people that like, especially females, they like, I just gotta give me a guy with money. Can I curse on here?
Yeah.
I gotta give me a nigga with money. Like I know so many chicks that's chasing the next baller. Like I gotta get this.
They still doing that?
They still doing it. They still doing it. Like chicks are still doing it. Chicks are still doing it.
I think it's more young chicks that do that now.
No. It's old heads. It's old
hoes doing it.
It's old heads, and it's chicks that's in corporate America. It's chicks that got degrees that's doing really good. Like, trust me, I know a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of chicks.
You know the part about that, I think they fail to realize that is when you chase a nigga with money, you got to take what comes along with that.
Exactly, but as a woman speaking, you're not thinking of all those things in the beginning. The first thing you're not thinking like, you thinking about, I ain't gotta worry about paying this. You thinking like, then everybody's gonna look at me like this way. I'm messing with such and such. That's how you really thinking. You're not thinking about.
Nigga make you stay in the house and come home 2 days out the week.
I mean, well, you know, like, and some females are okay with that. It depends on the type of female you're with. Because some females, if you never had a dad, you're like, you don't know how men supposed to treat you, so you think like, taking care of me, that's how you supposed to treat me. So.
Being a provider, and that's it.
Right. So.
So what was the inspiration for the book?
The inspiration behind the book was just life.
Because you said it started off as a paper, and what made you want to turn it into a whole
So, I turned it into, you said, well, I can turn it into a book? Just because I thought the story should be told. So, yeah, I thought the story should be told. I switched a few things around. I heard you guys talking about boxing earlier. I like boxing. So I changed an artist to a boxer and just was like, let's go with it. I remember watching the
I'm glad you did that. You didn't make him a rapper.
Well, you know, that wouldn't have been good. That wouldn't have been good. That wouldn't have been good at all. But I remember watching the Floyd Mayweather fight, and everybody talked about how pretty his, like this when he was messing with Miss Jackson. Everybody talking how pretty she was, the clothes she was wearing. Nobody was really focused on what was really going on, the main event. They were just talking about like how bad she is. And then around this time, Tiny had gained some weight, and they was calling her like Miss Piggy in the media. It was like crazy that T.I. shouldn't be with her. So I felt like those people are not the only people that go through this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Those people are just like in the front line. But there's a lot of people that, you know, go through this stuff from cyberbullying because people saying that you shouldn't, such and such shouldn't be with you because he looks like this and he got this and he can have any chick. So I just thought the story should be told for the females out here and for the males because sometimes the males don't really realize what he has.
So you're trying to teach both sides.
I'm trying to teach everybody a lesson. You know, like, listen, if you want to chase a guy with money and fame, I'm not saying it's wrong.
It's pros and cons.
Exactly, it's pros and cons. But you gotta
come along with it.
You gotta have tough skin. You see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be prepared. That's what I'm saying.
How did you find that out?
Life.
Chasing a man with money?
Life is the best teacher.
Life is the best teacher. Life is the best teacher. I never chased anyone. You know what I'm saying? I never chased anyone in my life.
Well, not chase. You got courted by a man with money and fell into the trap of being
Life,
a man with money.
you know, like life happens. Life really happens. So
Comes at you fast.
Yeah. So let's let the viewers on there. Give them a little background of your education. Because I was reading the back of the book, and you know, let people know how formally educated you are.
All right, got you. All right, I have an undergrad communications degree from Penn State University. I'm currently getting a master's degree in special education at Eastern University. So, on the educated side of things.
You got both sides.
And I got street smarts too. So there you go. So I got both sides.
You got both sides covered.
There you go. So yeah, that's me.
So
you got artists too, don't you?
Well, I had artists.
You had?
I had past tense.
Oh, you stopped managing?
Yeah, I stopped managing because I decided to just, you know, life happens, you move on, other things. You know, I'm working on a film series right now. So that's where my time is at, the film series. So it's called Reckless, and it's definitely it's going to talk about the industry as far as on the artist side of things. So, you know, the viewers will get a chance to see that because, again, we got a lot of people saying they want to be in the business but don't really have the grind that it takes to really
be in the
successful.
business.
Yeah,
Right.
so we're gonna show all that in Reckless.
That's good. So tell everybody out there where they can pick up this book.
Yes, you guys can get the book from www.latoyawiley.com, or you can follow me on social media at IM_LaToya. I definitely do drop-offs. I like to take pictures.
This is staying out 52nd Street. They got them books too.
They ain't got these books. They ain't got these books. I gotta count every book that been sold. Okay, this book dropped August the 5th. It dropped August the 5th, and it sold 250 copies. And I got to see everything.
Already?
Yes, already.
Congratulations.
I'm trying to.
You got ready to flip somebody's
You want to
table
sign to
over.
my publishing company?
No. No, I like my money.
Oh, that's
What's your Instagram again?
At IM_L.
You fast.
All right, let me slow it
yeah,
down.
niggas in here is remedial. So
So it's at IM_LABELLATOY.
You gotta give a shout out to Crane, man. Crane checking in right now.
Oh, we on
Facebook
live?
Yeah, he on Facebook
Oh,
Live.
we on live,
Hey, you gotta get the book too.
my nigga Ron.
You gotta get the book too.
So make sure y'all go follow on Instagram, get this book, because reading is fundamental, and you know, Sometimes you gotta put the
You got an audio
phone
book
down and.
No, we ain't.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
I need
what
that.
What about an ebook?
Because,
We working on that.
These dudes don't like to read, so they
But
might.
no, we working on it. But this is the thing. I think because people are getting lazy, you gotta sit back and read the book a little bit.
It's a part of being lazy, but it's a part of having so much going on that a lot of people don't have time to sit.
I'm not listening. Me personally, I'm not listening to nobody read to me.
But it's,
I feel like you better get tucked in, like motherfucking
yeah,
like,
I'm doing it because some people I'm working on one right now in the studio. However, I feel like when you read a book to yourself,
Well, if you blind,
Yeah, you can absorb.
that's more so for people like that. But I'm thinking like, I mean, everyone here is capable of reading. This book is not like on a level where you gotta have like a certain degree to read it. I think it's a very easy read.
No, you right.
you think about doing the ebook?
I do have an ebook on my website.
Okay, pick up what's the name of the ebook? Go to the
Yourself.
I told you be remedial. Yeah, I'm with the ebooks, so I check that out.
Yeah, go on the website. Yeah.
So make sure y'all get that follow and
What's the
support.
name of that book again?
The handout was though.
Support black business. And since we got a female here, let's get right to the shits. We got 2 females, right?
You got 2 females.
No, not me. I'm talking about Cardi B. We got 2 females, right?
Mhm.
I got my opinion. You being a female, you know, you've been beefing or whatever and shit in the media. They said, you know, she was mad. She was mad because backstory. Let me do the backstory first. Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, for people that don't know, got into a fight New York Fashion Week a couple days ago, yesterday, Saturday, I don't know. And we got into a minor altercation. So she left a comment over somebody's picture that said she
I saw that.
liked the comment that somebody said she was a bad mother. So in your opinion,
What do I think about it?
what do you think about the situation from a female's?
I think
point
it's
of
a
view?
build up for Cardi. I think like as a female, even with your man, it's like a guy might do so many things to you. You might let it slide and be the littlest thing that you just like, fuck it, I'm done.
Just
Like, you know what I'm
showing that
saying?
both
So
the camera back.
exactly, it was more so it's just a build up. I don't think she cared about the comment. She's in the business and she get
Right.
things thrown at her all the
She
time.
was letting shit slide
It was a
so
build
much.
up, right?
But you know what though? You know what's funny? When we talked about how you give people money and they can't handle it. You brought a hood chick from the Bronx.
They both hood.
No, listen,
They both from the hood.
one from the hood, but she's been famous way longer and know how
She
to
been more
conduct
prominent
herself
for the game.
for the game. Somebody sold millions of records, and somebody sold whatever she sold
She
on
got
this
millions of records.
one record. So you got somebody that's used to being famous
She
to
just more
somebody
sneaky.
that just became famous.
Right.
So she don't know how to conduct herself in those type
I don't
situations.
think you know what, and you know, because I like both of them. Honestly, I'm just tired of people just giving it all to Cardi. It's like as a person, you want to poke me for so long, I'm going to react. I don't care, and I'm not gonna conduct myself in anywhere, any place. But after so many times, it's just like at the end of the day, we're not gonna say she just having these actions out of nowhere. This ain't just come from nowhere, and it just though we don't. First of all, we can't say Nicki just didn't do anything here and know how to conduct herself. Because how long she went on when she went at the VMA to say, Hannah was good. That's not how you conduct yourself there, so.
Yeah, you're right about that. So, I think he's saying that Cardi B should have picked a different stage.
But this is the thing, if you watch the video, Cardi didn't go up to her to fight her. Cardi was trying to talk to her about the security guard making it more than what it is. That's what made her get
Oh, is that
upset.
what it was?
She wasn't going over to her. She didn't go over to her and say
I see
like.
that.
But listen, we all from the hood. If somebody run up on you aggressively,
But
I'm thinking
according
like,
to Nicki Minaj, we don't got beef. So So if me and you don't got beef, if you coming up to me,
No, we all black. If somebody
But you can't
invade
say
your
it.
space,
it
like
can't be a bad. This is the thing. We gonna call it what we call it. We said Cardi don't know how to conduct herself. It's like if I'm walking over to you to say something and people start jumping in the middle of us. Okay, so you must got a problem. So that is
but
going
I know, but you got bodyguards. You pay bodyguards for because we know y'all got inside little beefs. So if my bodyguard let somebody roll up and swing on me, we got issues. So your bodyguard is
But
for
her
that.
bodyguards would cost it. Then you got Riley. Like it was more to play to that story.
But you still, my point is still as far as words. As you get older, words is words.
No, but it's
Like,
different. But it's different. And I'm gonna stop you right there because the backstory is not a like or for comment. It's not the words. If you do the history, not the history, but if you follow the whole line of things, it wasn't more. It's about her messing with her money and about her like telling producers not to work with her, taking awards from her. If you even go back to the BET awards, BET pleased Nicki Minaj by having Jamie Foxx say that little word, say that like give her a special shout out, and then they didn't announce Cardi's award because they wanted Nicki to perform. So she take awards from her. She been taking awards from her. So basically, you taking money out my mouth. And if you go to the history of Nicki, that's what Nicki does. Remy said it. Lil Kim said it. K. Michelle said it. That's
But
Nicki. I like Nicki. I like Nicki as an urban. Nicki is very sneaky and conniving.
I understand your point. What the fighting?
So somebody mess with your money, how you feel?
I'm not putting my hands on nobody. Like I'm.
So somebody mess with
I'm not-
millions of dollars, how you feel?
He more mature though.
We go
but I
through
ain't
millions.
that
Like
mature.
I'm not.
But it's not more so. It's
Cardi
like
B
we
stuff.
not talking about nothing like on paper. We talking about like if a producer's supposed to work with you, you tell the producer like don't work with such and such. After a while, I mean,
There's only but so much
it's
of
supposed to
that
work a
shit.
person.
It ain't even after a while with me. If it's my music and all that,
And
producers
then
not
it's
with
just like
no,
you
it's
discredit
on.
her.
Flame on.
All right, but
Flame
But I'm
on.
gonna just say this one last thing. But it's like it's a part of this. Like I know how it feels to work so fucking hard, and people tell you that you only made it because a guy let you make it. So everybody saying she worked so hard. The only reason she's making it is because her label was pushing her. That shit hurt. So after a while, you gonna keep just saying stuff to me, and after a while, it's like I'm gonna come out acting like a fool too.
Well, my 39-year-old mom worked like this. Like, kill a producer, telling them not to work with me. Me fighting him is going to do what? I might feel good, like, all right, we rumbled, I did whatever, but what through that? What's the benefit of that? Like, she was at New York Fashion Week. So anybody,
So you saying it was the wrong place?
yeah, anybody got potential deals. Anybody could have been there, and I'm like, yo, she erratic. I'm not working with her. No, I don't want to work with her.
You know the only
Like,
problem with that though? She always been around.
Exactly.
So they like, she already been.
But it hadn't been
it's-
violent though.
Yo, it's not gonna help her though.
White people don't got time for that shit.
Well, she was
You'd be
next to Anna.
surprised.
Well, she was
With
next
her,
to
it's
she was
only
next
gonna
to
help
Anna
her.
Wintour. She was next to Anna Winters, which is everyone wants to sit next to Anna Winters. Anna Winters know who she is. So that's the editor in chief of Vogue.
She's one of the few that's
so
gonna help.
She's the only person that can sit next to her.
Yeah, I understand that, but that's just white people action on to whoever's hot. Like, I mean, all right, she hot, so it looked good for me sitting next to her. I mean, I think most people, as far as her, and I like her I don't like the music, but I like her personality because she is who she is. And that's why people relate to her as more than Nicki Minaj, because the motherfucker, she went to a award show in a $1,000 gown and came back with a McDonald's burger. Like, she is who she is. Like, she don't front. But I just don't think having a physical altercation at New York Fashion Week
So you don't
solves
think
anything.
yeah, you don't think she should afford it. But
No,
sometimes punching a motherfucker in the mouth solves.
There's a time for everything.
But you
It
can't
don't
say that
work,
because you
sir.
never know when they're like, this is how, and this is the thing. I mean, I'm gonna go with Cardi on this because the way her mom probably was thinking, you did so much to me. This is stuff this stuff she telling. Now imagine what's going on behind the scenes. So she did all this stuff to me. You taking stuff from you, discrediting me. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna see you. It's probably It's probably gonna go down.
So you think that's smart to be at New York Fashion Week?
I think it's like it's like a thinking part. It's something when you
You
ever been in
talking
a
about emotional
situation.
women, first of all.
When you
so
ever been
she
in a
ain't taking time to
situation where it's
think.
like
You can't make
Hormones probably still
honestly,
raging.
if it was somebody else, yeah, I think it'd be a problem. I think they already noticed what Cardi is, and they gonna accept that and use that. I'm telling you, dog.
But you gotta figure it's a marathon, not a sprint. You sold one record. Like, she can be here
Do you
today,
think she was
can
going to be
gone
somebody around here for 5-10 years?
if she got a speech
But
together?
y'all didn't. People not gonna say no, but people didn't think Cardi was going to do that. So this is why I respect her because a lot of people said she wasn't even going to do that. Like people saying she ain't gonna sell a record. She sold millions of records. She was the most spend on Spotify this whole summer. She got major awards for her accomplishments. So I'm gonna give her credit because when she was on Love and Hip Hop, people like she only gonna be a Love and Hip Hop chick. No, she took the Love and Hip Hop brand and made it bigger. Nobody from the Love and Hip Hop brand did it bigger than she did.
I give her that.
But that's where the growth come in at. They
But she
like,
has though, because how many times have Nicki disrespected her and she not said anything?
But did Nicki ever touch her?
It's not about that. It's about you messing with my money.
But when you if she ain't react the way
You
she
ma-
did,
because
if
that's
she
what
did,
Nicki does.
now people gonna look at her like Nicki is out of pocket.
No.
Y'all
And she
arguing,
handled
y'all
it.
arguing your old head logic because when we was 22 and 23,
Right.
when you saw that nigga, it was on. It didn't matter where it was at. But at 43, you start realizing that's probably a bad decision.
Listen,
Everything's about money and also your fans. So you got kids looking at you doing that. So the kids' parents looking at that you got a bad taste in your mouth.
No, well, I don't honestly. Well, for Cardi, I don't think it's a bad taste because again, if Beyonce did it, yes, it would be like Beyonce. How dare you?
But I think with Cardi doing it, I think
No,
this
it's
boosts
not.
her up in fuego.
But if she would have, if she would have like chalked it, and they like,
No, it's
damn.
not chalking it because it's just like she have chalked it. It's been. I don't know. You guys listen to
It's
Queen
been
Radio?
chalking for a long
Have anybody
time.
listen to Queen Radio?
Yeah.
She been disrespecting her to the all time. It was
Wow.
just like so much. I feel like after a while, we can really sit here. We all have our different opinions, but I feel like Cardi. I feel like she did. I don't think she was thinking on her correct, like on all the way on go at that moment when she did it. However, I don't think she was wrong. I think that
You don't think she was wrong?
I don't think she was wrong because I, as a woman, I'm not gonna allow nobody to keep disrespecting me. Now, being a bigger person is you keep saying stuff, so I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go.
Let me ask you-
But now you jumping in my money. We got some
let
problems.
me ask you a question. Do you have any kids?
Nope.
So,
But I'm a teacher.
if you had a daughter, would you suggest your daughter if somebody disrespecting you and you're making your money, it's all about money, you would suggest at a New York Fashion Week or any type
I would
of
tell my
that she would
daughter.
run up and try to
I would tell my daughter, I don't care where you at, don't allow no one to disrespect you. And I'm not saying put your hands on it, but you don't allow no one to disrespect you.
All right, wait, Mel.
That's two different
Wait. On the flip side of that, if you're a parent, right, and somebody talking about your kids, when you see them, is it a problem?
I'm gonna pull them to. I'm gonna talk
Oh,
to them.
nigga, it's on.
If somebody talking about your kids, when you see them, is it a problem?
Yes.
It's a motherfucker.
we'll have a conversation.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
Cardi, baby Cardi was trying to have a conversation.
If y'all having a conversation,
But also, I like
they
to
start talking
loud
loud and touching you. Would that turn?
They in the limelight, we're not.
But I mean, that's what I'm trying to say.
Well,
It's
you
a
act
given.
right.
I mean,
It's the moral of the story is that Cardi
Yeah, I mean-
was wrong. Like she would have been wrong if this lady did nothing to her. Then it's like Cardi was wrong, but this lady is.
But it's a time and place for everything. And
But she said something about her kids. That's how
If
she
you go to have a
felt. She
conversation
felt like,
and
you
they
know.
turn it into something else.
I'm not gonna
Easy
have
for
that
you to
conversation
say, I
at
get
that,
with you another
that
day.
week because
I might see you
Whatever.
around where we
So
at.
I'm not.
that's the case.
Somebody
Nicki
talking about your
Minaj
baby.
walked up to Cardi at the
Hold
Met
on.
Gala and said something to her.
we having too many cross conversations.
All right.
Now, what were you saying, Reek?
If somebody talk about your kid and you go to have a conversation with them and they start talking loud, start touching you, you gonna say, oh, no, I'm in front of the church. I gotta address this 9 months from now when I might bump into
Let's take the church out of it. I want.
You had Fashion Week.
No, we had a graduation. So I'm gonna go start rumbling at graduation.
Okay, you at graduation, somebody disrespect your kid that's on stage.
What you mean? Like
Your kid is graduating. Somebody saying something and disrespect your kid.
They don't know that.
they send it to me. I can hear it.
No, y'all, you know this person's been talking about your kid. Y'all see each other and what?
I'm gonna wait till all this shit over. Where he at?
Yeah,
I've
right.
been fucking graduation up. I'm gonna know where he at, and we
I
handle
don't
like
believe
that.
it. I'm
I'm
I'm not jumping
I'm
out
gonna
the
think
window
it's
at
over. I
graduation.
would let they pay somebody.
Yeah.
Like I don't believe
I done
it.
seen parents jump out of situations at a soccer game. So it's on and popping when you mess with somebody's
And
kids.
also-
All bets is off.
And also, like, or she jumped on her, something happened, she hit her head, something happened.
She didn't hit her
Anything.
head. The security guard hit her.
No, I'm just saying something happened. And it elevated to another level. Now you got to charge.
For what? I know.
Ain't
For
no
what?
charge for that.
And for what? For somebody saying something?
If Nicki pressed charges, then that's
Who are these
No,
old
I'm,
men?
no,
I
I'm
don't
saying,
know.
I'm saying, Cardi came over and seen her jump on a boom. She hit her head. So I mean, it's always something simple like that.
She was going over to talk to her. That's like me coming over to talk to you, and security jumping in like y'all like fighting, pushing me. I'm going to like fight.
But it's not even a cordial thing where, like you said, she's a rat. You not running up on me like. You ain't say, excuse me, can I talk to you?
We know you ain't.
You're not running up on me like.
You Cardi, so we know who
it's a different type of energy. It's a different type of energy you send off. Running up like that. So.
I mean, I understand both sides.
I feel like,
but if I got money,
as a person, at the end of the day, you can't be talking about being about their life and the music, and you're not about their life. So Nicki talk about that stuff in her records, and she's not about their life.
But I'm saying Miley was good.
So Nicki was up to Miley like that, and if
he said it to you too.
You see her stuff to Mariah Carey like, bitch, I know you fuck off. So you come in there Mariah like that, you come in there Hannah Montana like that,
but you know they
ain't gonna touch you, but then you can't come and cry that because you on the video, everybody on YouTube at American Idol, Mariah Carey was leaving, it was early, she said, bitch, I'll blow your fucking head off. Then you told people you was gonna send them people up to the Power 105 to beat what's the name up. So now you got all this tough stuff telling me.
Oh no, she would have got her pause laid on her, but just not at that moment. That time is, but she definitely would got touched.
Well, I mean, in my opinion, I think it was the wrong set.
The set was good though.
For that to jump off, and we gonna agree to disagree. I just know I won't say nothing slick about you because no matter where I'm at, you're gonna run up on me. So
I was definitely checking. You know what I'm saying? Like I
don't handle security, so you might get to me. So we.
Yeah, I definitely check the problems. Like I don't like when people out here talk greasy. I definitely check. I'm a nice person, but you know,
I'll tell y'all this. Y'all talk like old men, because I knew all y'all when we was kids. There wasn't nobody for no disrespect at any time.
And these wax coated.
That is true, but
black.
We all
Rudy G's.
I'm not going to.
Rudy on the endorsement deal.
Hey, Mel, I need to give a shout out to Marty. Marty, she's on this.
Marty, I remember we had that song I told you I did back in the day. Queen of Hooks. Shout out to Marty.
What you call sister, right?
Her rock.
Yeah. The brother nice.
So since we ended that topic,
what's the next topic?
But we got another female, so I'm getting these female shits off the list right here. Nas and Khalees. Nas had a 7-paragraph Instagram story about his custody battles with Khalees. We wasn't there. I don't know if we gonna do it or not. I don't know. He was venting. She had a song that said "I hate you." You should have took a note from there that she a while out. But I don't know. What's your opinion on?
I mean, I'm being honest. I don't think that she. I mean, I don't. You know, we wasn't there, so we don't really know the truth. But I think for both of them, like y'all just need to keep y'all kind of your business to yourself. Like if she is lying on Nas, it's like you shouldn't do that because you about to mess somebody's brain up. And if you're not lying on Nas, then really, what are you gaining from? That's something that you address with him.
I think that 7 posts was too much.
I agree.
How many you think it should have been?
1. This bitch get on my fucking nerves. Oh my god.
He had to get his point across. Let the general public be the judge. It is what
I
it
did
is.
a video talking.
I mean, the thing about it is that ain't Nas, so I know something had to really fuck with him for him to even do that. Nas ain't the person that's gonna let you know what's going on in his personal life. So I know that she had to really tick him off, and sometimes you gotta excuse it. Nas an old nigga, and
Plus, everybody's attention span is short. Like, who knows Khalees?
yeah.
Like,
Anybody under 25 know who Khalees is?
I wouldn't think so.
No.
But you know what? You know, I feel like I agree, he probably pissed off and everything. But you know, the person when you divorce, that's not the person that you married. So that's like, you know, he still love her because only way you gonna piss on that type of attention if you still love him.
I always said when I had girls is if I can piss them off, I know they like me. So even if they act like they mad at me, they still like me because they wouldn't express that type of.
Yeah.
I tell you this, sir. You don't know who a woman is until you go through a breakup. Then you find out who she really is.
Ain't that?
Yeah, it's another show.
I'm telling you.
Say that for the next show. He want to come sit down on the couch. Come on. Let's talk about it.
Find out who they are.
It's some ugly big.
And you don't realize how mad they be. If you don't know who that woman is, till you like, yo, I'm out. Then you be like, whoa.
Take your toothbrushes and your toilet brush. I'm out.
I don't know. I broke up. Somebody broke up my motherfucking apartment. So
You ain't lying.
I'm a bad breaker up.
Stole your cereal.
Yeah.
That was personal.
Well, how that break up went?
Chill, yo. Chill, yo. No, I'm talking about that
You
shit.
gonna tell both sides of the breakup?
No. Anyway, R.I.P. Mac Miller. Our condolences go out to his family. Passed away.
Yeah, man. Say
R.I.P.
no to drugs.
R.I.P.
Drugs ain't for everybody. Everybody can't handle them. Say no to them. I'm just telling the truth.
Take your kids down K&A
Right.
for a tour. If they come home and still want to do drugs after seeing that, I don't know what to tell them.
Right.
I ain't never seen nothing like that.
But you gotta, some people take drugs, and I'm not condoning it, but some people take in that industry, some people take drugs to numb themselves for like what is really their reality.
So
There's so much going
Yeah, a
on.
lot
It's
of
just like,
people
it's just, it's so much going on. It's like, damn, do I really want to face this?
Yeah.
But the higher they are, the better the music scenes.
Some people take drugs just to get high. So,
But what you do is you build up a certain tolerance where this high's not working. It's not working. It's
you
working.
keep
Then it's
taking,
like,
keep taking.
But I think that's the personality.
But then it's also who you have
I've
around
never done
you.
nothing more than weed ever in my life.
yeah.
Lucky you, motherfucker.
Shit. How you gonna get? Goddamn.
To the moon.
I
To the moon.
don't wanna get that high.
So R.I.P. Mac Miller and Eminem. Eminem dropped did you hear the album?
I heard some of it.
Yeah, I skimmed through it.
He's a great rapper.
Yeah, he rap a lot of words and he said a lot of things on the album. Just a lot of people on the album, some white people. They said he's coming at Drake on there, some slick disses.
Yeah, he slicked this everybody, but then they took it back. Paul Rosen or
That's
issued
what white people do.
throw shots and then try to take cover.
Yeah,
But what you say about Drake? I didn't hear the album at all.
he was saying something about
Something
he had a
about
line,
ghostwriting.
any hook I sung, I wrote it, and little slick shit like that. And he dissed Joe Budden, and Joe Budden's been on a rant on this podcast, which
Who do you think will win between Joe Budden and Eminem right now?
Yo,
I
my
think
nigga
Joe
go back
Budden
to
washed the shit
rehab.
out of him.
Yeah, I think so too.
He washed the shit out of
I think
Eminem.
so too. Yeah,
He
Eminem.
go back to fucking rehab.
Fuck, that part is, them was one of my favorite rappers at one point in time, but
All right, I got a question though. Like,
Do shit.
do everybody feel like M? I guess is not as good as he is because Joe just said it.
No,
nah.
He
He
been-
lost it.
he
lost
been
it a long time
trashed.
ago.
He been trashed for a while.
He lost it. I used to buy his fucking CD. Well, I didn't buy him. I stopped buying him.
Yeah,
But I would get the CDs looking forward to it, and he's been letting me down for over 10 years. So.
And one thing he said was he rapped a lot of words. He'll be talking about shit, he just rap a whole bunch of words.
He's a rapper. He rap dude. So.
And one thing he said in the podcast that made sense, he was saying how we signed to your label, but like you really
He
don't
ain't
fuck
help.
with us.
Yeah, he ain't helping.
He was saying how
That made sense. A whole lot of sense.
He was saying how Rick Ross was next to me and Wiley all the time. You seen them together, we on songs together, I'm on tour, y'all on tour. Like you never seen Joe Buttons and Slaughterhouse with Eminem. You're like, why we can't open up?
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, like, that's. I mean,
Wait, can I ask you a question? Because I mean, I've never heard the Eminem album at all. But do you think that Eminem just name drop, like saying, "Oh, this is just to sell the records now"?
No.
I mean, yes,
Part of it.
yes and no.
He's making money
Part of it
regardless.
is.
No, I think it is, but has he been selling the numbers that he's been selling
I mean,
before
I
now?
don't know. I
So
gotta
maybe
check
because a
that.
lot of
So,
people
I don't
have
know.
been, you know, that's the thing to do, to drop, like do some name dropping, so people
But
are go check that out.
some of these disses or people criticisms might be like 3 years ago. Like
Yeah,
he
chose
bringing up some
that.
shit that happened like 4
But
years
that's what I'm
ago.
saying. Do you think he put it when this?
I think
this
part of
piece-
it is
this part
because
here?
somebody said that was Eminem formula, and it's kind of true. Whenever it's time for an album to come out, I mean everybody do it, but Eminem is known to do it. Whenever it's time for something to come out, he create controversy. And they were saying how they didn't respect him with the BET cipher. of course it was dope. He was talking about Trump, but he never addressed any type of
Political shit before that.
political shit before until it was time for his album to come out. So he's saying he got the same formula. I mean,
But as far as his business, since Joe made some valid points about the business, and I think he'd wash him if they got into any kind of lyrical altercations. I think it'll be a wrap.
Joe Budden killed him on that podcast, though. I'm ready to listen to that joint again.
He did kill him
a lot
on
of
that.
sense.
He
It made a
did
lot of
kill him
sense.
on that.
If we all rap and we send a song to the label, then y'all send a song back. I ain't on the song.
Right.
And I fought for us to do this song, like, I'll take them off. Or the beat changed, or you took certain shit.
Oh, the crazy
Fuck with
thing
the
is when
song.
they was saying, they said they had to put more songs on there, and then all the beats was beats that Eminem did that they
Yeah.
gave him to do songs.
Yeah,
to put
The Dallas cop that shot the guy in his apartment in Dallas. Backstory: off-duty cop, full uniform, went to an apartment building. Allegedly went to the wrong floor and shot a black man inside his apartment. Shit is mad fishy. I don't know how the fuck you can go to the wrong apartment and shoot. This shit can only happen to a black person.
They
You
got
can
a
get
roof.
killed inside your own fucking apartment.
They got a roof on.
The crazy shit is she had a warrant, and I guess the
The
city
Texas
was-
Rangers,
yeah, they
rescinded it.
dismissed it. Yeah, that's some bullshit. How you do that? And she was off duty, so she ain't even getting the regular cop on duty protections they get. She getting the off duty shit as she
What
walked
type
into
of
somebody's
person,
apartment.
like, did they have like a type of beef, altercation?
No,
she lived in the building. They said she went to the wrong floor, and the shit sound fishy. 'Cause I don't know.
Right, but she
I
was
don't-
wrong. Like,
No, she just got off duty.
no, that's what I'm trying to say.
She's in full uniform.
Something doesn't make sense because if you open this door, I'm like, oh, this not my house. Like,
Yeah, but the guy showed the key, so I don't know if she got into the apartment or you can hear somebody fumbling at your door. You like, yo, who the fuck at my door? You open the door and she fucking shoots you. But either way, it's consequences to whatever you
Just
do.
killing somebody for no reason.
Yeah, so
you got to do something.
So the
for it.
city issued the warrant, like, yo, that's manslaughter. And somebody got they passed it to the Texas Rangers to investigate. She came in, they listened to her, and they rescinded it saying we want to investigate what she just told us. No, you lock her the fuck up and investigate why she locked the fuck up.
Right.
Why she locked
was
her
it
up.
families or was it a guy? Because I heard it was a guy.
Well, she shot the wrong one because he was an immigrant. He worked at one of them big companies down there. Yeah, he graduated college.
But was that her man? Because this is what I heard. I heard that was her man.
We don't know.
No, we don't.
Okay, so somebody just telling lies on
That's
her.
what they said.
We don't know. I mean, it
It
sound
been confirmed.
wrong apartment scenario sound
Walking
crazy.
into
Sound
somebody's
crazy.
apartment and you can kill them and not be locked up that night.
How did she get into the door? Like that's what I mean. It's
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. We don't, because the guy showed the key. It was like wasn't even a regular key that you use to get into them.
so she had a
apartments.
master key.
We don't know. We don't know if that's this is what the police is telling us. This whole
When did
shit
that
can
happen
be
again? I heard the story, but
to
just
Dallas.
Oh God.
This whole shit can be alive with the police
His
telling
family
us.
need to be on that, okay? 'Cause they only, let me tell you something, they only gonna do something if his family is on it. That's the only way they gonna do something. You
Well-
can't put the pressure on.
Well, she shot the wrong one. Like he wasn't like in the streets or car stop.
Even if he
or-
was, I don't give a damn if he was in the streets. He didn't do nothing to her, so his family.
No, he didn't, but you know how they try to make up
Yeah,
excuses.
you can
every
spend
time.
some shit in the street. Like
Yeah,
he's in
but
his
even
home.
with that, the scenario that we hearing, he didn't do nothing to her. Not
No,
like he. So
he didn't.
his
He was
family-
at home, so it should be open and shut.
But you know it's not because of his skin color. So what happens
Yeah.
is the family, like everybody we hear about, like the Black Lives Matter movement, their families push this. You know what I'm saying? Their families kept the stories in the news. That's the only way shit happens is when your family keep it relevant.
Yeah, they're gonna keep it relevant. They're just so fishy, and that goes to good segue to Colin Kaepernick.
No. That's not like a little bit came out of that.
That sound like-
man.
Don't get out of that seat.
But that's a good segue to the Colin Kaepernick Nike ad. As far as I think, as far as white people in America, if you don't have a sort of empathy or sympathy towards what you see, like you mad at him getting a job.
You got breaking news.
What is that, Cam Newton?
Cam Newton out here dressed like a real fucking diva
He's like a rock star
again.
from the 80s.
Oh man, I thought it was real. I'm like, Cam out for the season? What? Like, you know what I mean?
Fancy football.
Who's trying to make a trade, man?
I would be. He my quarterback.
You got white folks in an uproar because he got a Nike ad after he been blackballed.
Now listen, not to cut you off, but are you surprised they always in the uproar with something? They'll never accept responsibility or acknowledge anything is wrong. They'll always find something, which started from him kneeling to the flag. Or before that, they always find something to spin it. They're spin artists. That's what they do. They're not going to accept responsibility for nothing.
Yeah, it's just mind-boggling that shit can be so black and white, and you can just
No pun intended.
ignore it. Like you just ignore it. You can ignore it. Like the guy got the he did get charged in Florida to stay in your gun ground. Like he pushed the guy, and the guy killed him outside a convenience store. The white guy was messing with his family and saying.
Right.
He
Just
provoked
parked in
the
a handicap
situation.
spot.
Yeah.
He provoked the situation, then killed him, then
Yeah.
walked that night.
Yeah, he pushed him and he got killed. And as a white person, you'd be like, he must have did something. Or like he deserved that. Or that was cool. Like it's just mind-boggling.
Why I still boggle your mind though? That's what I'm trying to get at.
'Cause
This is not our country. It wasn't made for us.
But do you bother your mind because of you think about like how far we have came in history? You still like it's still certain issues that we're still facing as African American people. Because I would say that was my reason.
I'll be mind-boggled because I think they're different fucking people. I really think I really think white people is different fucking people. Like they try to say black people savages. White people is from a different like somewhere else.
I mean, but it's not all
I
white
ain't
people.
got no union.
No, it's not all of anybody.
It's not all of white. It's not all of them. But you know, some people. It's like it's generations of them. You know.
Well, I look at it like this. You got to prove that you're an ally. You got to do something to make me think that you're an ally.
So that's how I do cops.
Because my distrust issues, like, I think I'm on some,
Out to get you.
we here, y'all over there.
Are you alone?
I'm gonna tell y'all this: if you've never been to the National Black Museum down in
Wow,
DC,
I love it there.
it's the dopest museum I've ever seen in my life, and it explains everything that y'all talking about right now, from the bottom up.
I mean, I need to go.
Dopest museum I've
It's
ever been
worth it.
to.
It's worth it. But you gotta get like tickets. It's like what is
Yeah,
it? Like,
you
you gotta
take
get
It's a waiting
tickets.
list. I'm gonna check and see.
Yeah.
Wednesdays, I think, is they days they let you in. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
last time I
it's
went down there, it was building it. It wasn't.
It's the dopest museum I've ever been.
But it's expensive too. They
It-
wanted for a mug that you drink tea out of. They wanted $25.
Yo, they sell the
Oh, you buying
that's the-
souvenirs and shit? Nah.
Well, I wanted a souvenir to go. But I wasn't paying $25 for that.
Take
the
some pictures.
restaurant in the
Yeah.
museum sells soul food.
Yes, it does. It's so
Yeah,
nice.
it's
Yo,
so soul food.
my son was
I
there.
wow.
My son was down there. He said they was on some kids on a school trip. They had a Make America Great Again hats on and shit.
That's just cold blooded, ain't it?
Cold blooded.
But when you go through, like when you see them see like earrings and stuff like that, it's crazy.
That's the happy part.
That's the happy part.
That's good.
But you gotta go
the
through
slave shit,
You
man.
start from the basement when they got
You got
Emmett Till real
that make
coffin
you
there.
cry a
So
little bit. So
you go to see his coffin. It's like his real coffin.
Oh,
that he
his real
buried him
coffin
in.
in there?
Yeah, they exhumed him and they changed the coffin and they got his real coffin there. And you pass by like it's like a viewing. It's crazy.
Yeah. All right, on the lighter note, because this shit bringing my mood down, yo.
Well, when they gonna lock that Emmett Till lady up though? That's what I'm waiting for. Do I gotta
She
file my
died?
own charges?
No,
No,
they
she's
gotta
still
file-
is she
alive.
still alive?
Yeah, can I file my own charges? Can I like call in to wherever she lives and say I want to press charges for murder?
And she hopefully she in Florida. Stand your ground.
I'ma try
I said
this
that work for your ass.
All I gotta do is catch her somewhere and give her
An elbow?
Oh yeah.
I ain't never seen a black man charged with stand your ground. They just go to jail.
But a lady shot over her abusive boyfriend head, ain't hit nobody, and she got like 20 years.
Black lady?
Yeah, shot over his head. Never hit Huh?
The Florida Jones?
Florida, yeah. Shot over his head, didn't hit nobody, and she got 20 years.
Why would she shoot over his head?
Cause she ain't want to kill him. Like, nigga, stop. Leave me the fuck alone.
You
Like,
trying to beat her?
Warning shot.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
A warning shot. She got 20
There's no such
years.
thing as a warning shot.
That shit crazy.
Kill
But on another line of note, with back to women fighting, I'm totally oblivious to this. They said Faith and
Mary.
Mary Blige
I
got
haven't
the
seen
same
I
no
ain't
footage.
seen too much.
Yeah, I haven't
This
seen
must
no.
put the Diddy shut
Yo,
down.
let me tell you, man. Diddy is the man. Listen, it's 2018. How was a fight happening somewhere and nobody has no footage?
Right.
That's how you know Diddy is the man. Ain't nothing going down at his party.
Was that his party?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I heard. I
Who
don't
put the
know.
rumor out?
Bro, listen, bro. I looked all over the internet. I haven't seen not one. I ain't even seen the image. Not forget the footage. I haven't seen the image.
They supposed to be fighting anyway.
I
Yeah.
mean, there's a lot of things they told her to be doing. Faith was too old to be being a fool marrying Stevie J.
I think that's all right.
That is trifling of
She
her.
know what
I
she getting
get it.
into.
That is,
What
you say something, she trifling because Stevie J is the godfather of her son CJ because him and Biggie was friends. You trifling.
Yeah, that is.
You trying. There's a lot of things you could do.
They is
That's-
Godfather?
Yes, that's
Yeah,
Stevie
you
J
know
is
Biggie's
CJ's
godfather.
goddad. You trifling. Like, you,
Oh, so they was
that's no respect. Like, I would
Biggie
never
was
do a
married.
man. No, She trifling. She's one of men.
How come she get married?
First of all, I feel like it's levels to doing certain things. Like, if as a woman, if I was married to somebody, I'm not messing with nobody in their circle. Like nobody in
You
their
got
levels to
standards.
that.
You got standards, but
It's,
shit.
but it's just out of respect. You got a daughter. Like, you got girls watching you. Like, no, I'm not doing that. She should have made no mistakes in her 20s. You about 40 something. You don't make those
Yeah,
type
you
of
right.
mistakes.
I agree with you. There. You can't argue
You don't
with
make those. Nah, you too old for that.
I mean, but maybe she know what she getting in Stevie J, obviously, because she
Well,
had
maybe.
him,
So maybe.
she just want a friend and a companion to grow old.
But this is the thing. I mean, I get that. Like, wanting somebody. Like, I'm not telling them not to date or get married. But you're marrying your husband, not your
Maybe she
boyfriend.
want a friend.
You missing the point. Biggie wasn't her boyfriend. This was her husband. His level was like, are you married?
No.
Okay, so you married?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm asking it. Like, if you, if something happened to your wife, it's like certain levels of like, of course, over time you gonna date. She was remarried, but you don't mess with nobody that was her friend. You don't do that. You don't. That's just trifling. You don't do that.
Right?
How do you think her son feel? Like you just being messy. You just messy.
Well, maybe Mary J. Blige cool with Lil Kim, and they was in a party, and she was like, "They got that bitch go right there. I'm gonna run up on
I'm
her."
gonna go to the bathroom while you make up your whole scenario.
That's all I got.
But they will Kim
It's time to
cool.
take the break, ain't it? No breaks?
Yeah, I don't really have nothing for this. Yeah, I don't.
No, you are
we don't have no
funny,
footage.
yeah.
Listen, we don't have no footage. I don't know what happened. You
It's
know?
all rumors and innuendos.
Yeah. Like Cardi B and Nicki, we got at least some footage. You know what I mean? We know something happened.
Oh,
Yeah, I ain't see it. You're right. I ain't see no.
I
So
don't know what to say.
allegedly.
Yeah.
You gotta say allegedly.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
I hope they wasn't fighting.
Nah, nobody ever seen them old titties flapping around and shits popped out from dresses. Nobody want to see old titties.
I'm with you.
All right, so all for Mary J. Blige and Faith alleged party. We want to wrap this thing up because I'm getting hot and people got places to go. Not true. Allegedly, people got places to go. So once again,
Get your book, The Hand I Was Dealt by LaToya Wiley. It's a great read. So everyone in this room, I expect for you guys to all purchase the book.
I already got it on 52nd Street.
You keep telling me
tell them where to get it from again.
You definitely can get it from www.latoyawiley.com or slide in my DM. I definitely do drop off.
She said slide her DM.
Yeah, slide it. Just put,
Main already in there. Like,
Yeah, I know. He was in there. He sent the messages while the show going on.
Let me get two.
The book.
So he's like, give me your Instagram.
He wants support. Shout out to him. That's what's up. That's so dope.
It is
He
what's
wants
up.
support,
That is
man.
what's up.
We all going to support.
That's so dope. I appreciate all y'all.
And before we go, Ab asked me to zoom in on Reed. He's questioning if you got leather pants on there. He's questioning if you got leather pants. I don't know.
These wax denim. Come on, pick some up. Can we do a fashion blog?
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
We're gonna do a
Yeah.
fashion blog. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give Ab a makeover.
Yo, man, that's it. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
But we out here. Give him the. give him. Give him.
Go to the YouTube channel SDE Space 72 and check out all our shows.
Yeah. What he said. We out.